Welcome back. Time to load up with some materials and some fuel. Well, like, what does it look like? 57% hydrogen. That's quite a lot. It's got huge fuel tanks. There you go, now you can see. So yeah, we got huge fuel tanks in this, so I think we'll probably be okay. Because, yeah, I'm gonna switch the hydrogen engines off, but I will grab some uranium. Like, I mined mountains of it earlier on, so should be stacks on the base here. But yeah, I think I would have liked to have waited for Marty. And we can always come back. But at the same time, I do want to get moving. So that's not a slight in any way. Like, just yeah, want to get to exploring. Miss doing that. I'm gonna hide the empty stuff. I'm gonna leave all the magnesium here. I've got some on my ship refining away, but I am gonna grab all these random bits of uranium that are floating around the base. And there should be a big stockpile of it somewhere. There we go. Take about that much, a little less than half. I'm going to leave that there. Whoa, that's a lot of gold. That's okay. And the other things that I'm going to grab, because I want to do the upgrades. Gold is going to be a pain in the ass. There's a lot of platinum there as well. Grab some of that. I might need some of this, so I'll grab a little bit. Grab a little bit of the refined magnesium. The titanium and uranium we do get as rewards. I'm gonna grab some cobalt. I may as well grab a little bit of nickel, a little bit of silicon, and that's, yeah, pockets full. I'm gonna dump all this stuff in my ship. So yeah, dump everything in there, and yeah, cleaned up the base quite nicely. Now, on the way out, or like, you know, between jumps and whatnot, like, it'd be interesting to see how far I can actually jump. Like, I thought I put another thruster on, I must have knocked it off or broken it or something. Must have been what one of the random explosions was. But I'm gonna look at upgrading these. There's a refinery at the back here. I'm going to upgrade that as well. Like, I might rearrange how everything's laid out here. But once we're in space, we don't need all of these engines straight away, so we can grind these down and put them, like, you know, all the parts for them. Rearrange the way the ship looks, layout wise and whatnot. What we do need is the jump drives. So we might have to work around those a little bit, and the ion engines. But the way I figure it is, make sure we've got enough resources to build them up. With the back ones, replace them one at a time. The other thing that's going to be a little bit of a concern, I think, is making sure that I don't end up in a, like, you know, if we got the hydrogen engines and we got fuel, we could replace all of the these drives, and if pirates do come along to mess our day up, we can just, like, blast out of the way until we can jump, and then once we can jump, yeah, they're no longer a problem. So, although it's pretty funny, there's a couple of markers there of, there's the lab, there's the NZ Beacon, which is a rival faction, I think, whom we have not heard a peep out of the whole time. So But let's get moving. It's a quick squirt up into space. It takes absolutely nothing to get there. And we're just going to blind jump. Make sure we're not going to headbutt something on the way up. But yeah, we got our marker there for Earth, which is probably on the other side of the planet. Yeah, it looks like it might be. Oh no, there it is there. So yeah, as soon as we get out of the gravity of Earth, Titan here, we're going to be good to go. Now, I did have a bunch of hotbar stuff set up for the jump drives before, but I do need to put them all in a group. So, because I did delete them briefly, so put them all into that one and save it, so that way what I can do is I can set my range. It looks like 5,700 is my range with my current mass of 2.6 million kilos. So it is going to take us a while, like quite a few jumps to get there, but not that long. But let's give it a crack. Yeah, we're at 100%, so well, we need to assign one of the jump drives. Just chuck that one. Oh, hang on. All blocks, jump drives. I'm gonna put 2 in. That one first. Jump. And I'll chuck that one in as well as jump, so that way, hopefully, if we don't do full jumps, we may have an emergency jump drive ready. So, but anyway, here we go. So, yeah, 5,708 kilometers and change. Whoa, unloading world. That's different. Must be going into the deep space thing. Ooh, it looks like we've already jumped across a shard. Whoa, different machine. Hopefully the lag improves as well. Hopefully it doesn't have to load every time I do a damn jump. I'm pretty sure I've used the jump drives before. Oh, I don't know about on this server. Yeah, that would be a bit tedious if I had to do that every damn time. Definitely be looking at improving the range and maximizing the use of them. But yeah, we should be almost 6,000 Ks closer. Just in case you didn't know, rocks on the surface of planets often contain valuable resources. And something else, like these pictures, you got to give props to the creators of the game and the people that work on it, because these are incredibly creative designs that they come up with. And some of the action sequences you see, I watched a video on how they made them and stuff using multiple characters and stuff like that. It was extraordinary. Yeah, like it's a game and yet you can do all this crazy stuff with it. Which, yeah, has a great deal of potential if you've got the time and motivation for directing animation or whatnot. Really have the skills, the attention span for it, otherwise I would really like to give it a go. I think the latter being the biggest inhibiting force. It's like spending 20 minutes to knock together a 5-second scene. Yeah, it drives me a bit mental. Or longer, depending on the complexity of it. But I did play around with it a little bit at one stage to try and figure out how it worked. And yeah, pushed it as far as I could. I found all the breaking points of it. I'm very good at that. Yeah, it was interesting, but it was fiddly. Ah, there we go. And we're back in. $27,000 Ks to go. check is how long the jump drives have to spool back up. Try just jumping again straight off the bat and see what happens. I'll make sure I'm lined up first though. Yeah, I'm all good to go. Yeah, it looks like one's ready. The other one's at 67%, so can I jump? Not enough, so I'm going to wait. That's only 4 out of 10. Charged up. So whilst we're at it, actually what we should have done first is stick build and repair on. Build and repair system number 2. Toggle block on. And let's go and check out our thrusters. Actually, thinking about it, we should probably turn off the hydrogen ones. Let's see what we need to build. I think we'll go for tier 3 because got the tier 3 assembler, so we'll upgrade those thrusters up here. I'll go the outside ones first because I'm already missing one. Probably need to chuck some blocks down there as well. Where did I put those? There we go. And I'm gonna select the color as well. 3. Yep, that's the one I want because I don't want to drop them. Get that stuff cranking away whilst we wait for the drive to charge. Need steel plate. I don't need all of this stuff. Don't need 2 lots of tools, and I don't need to carry the space box with me. Because, yeah, there is a good chance that I will just lose it when I die. And repeat the same on the other side. It's not lined up perfect. I'm not looking for that at the moment. I am looking for it functional. Now we want wherever I kept all the engines, and we're going to change this up to tiered thrusters. We want, let's chuck the warfare ones on, so they look a bit different. Well, there's the sci-fi ones, there's the warfare ones, I think. Nope, that's on the plus ones. Oh no, they only have the sci-fi ones. Oh well, it's good enough. Oh, we want the large ions. So let's chuck it there. I need alloy plate. Well, look at that. Not steel plate. Probably haven't got any, so production, modified parts, alloy plate. There we go. Now we do. That is a tier 3. At least it says it. So grind down this one on the outside here. It's going to start with the 2. Then I will add them both to build planner. And put the parts to production, and we should be ready to jump by then. But upgrades are already underway. 7. There we go. And yeah, we should be able to... of course, I dumped everything, so I need to go back and get alloy plates back out. Oh, I can't find them. Did I click on the wrong thing? Where are they? Hide empty. Huh. That's strange. Okay, it's not letting me take them for some reason. Let's build up all of these components first. Everything was put to production. Actually, I should probably do that a couple of times. Or more. Take that off build planner, and let's have a look and see where we can go. Keeping an eye out as well for any red signals to pop up and want to try and smash my space teeth in. And I don't know what's going on with the door here. I just had a little bit of a fit. There's another bug. And jumping away. Using up parts and losing weight, increasing our distance. Significantly closer, and we look close to that rock there. I think we might go and investigate. And we are using up all of our power. I think we need another reactor. But that being said, there's 10 jump drives charging, so let's see if there's anything interesting on these rocks. someone's getting a little paranoid. Seems that there are 3 other people in the space at the moment. There's a strong unknown signal 50 kilometers away. Oof, it's concerning. Well, could be concerning. It typically means there's another player not too far away. We could go and investigate, but at the same time, I don't want to mess with anybody else at the moment. There's a good chance that if they so decided, they will end this ship, and that's not really something I want to run the risk of at the moment, because they're like, even though we are in a pretty good state back on Titan, there do have a lot of materials and whatnot, we don't have a hell of a lot of redundancy in everything. We've got a couple of ships saved up in the hangar now, or at least I do, but still something that, well, I don't, not really in a position to go and pick fights, that's for sure. Yeah, hopefully there's something interesting on this asteroid here. I haven't got any drills on the front of my ship. I do have that collector, but it's not really going to make for an efficient mining expedition. Just try and get within range of the asteroid so we can scan it for various ores. Also have a look and see why our assembler's not doing its thing. There we go, we've got some platinum there. Change over to number 1. Change our camera view a little bit. That's the wrong camera view. So's that. That's down. That's the side. This is the front. I want to make sure I don't hit anything. See how close the platinum is, see if it's near the surface. If it is worth going up. Oh, we got ice over there too. I think I might grab that first, because can always do with more of that. I mean, we're not using it at the moment, but it's nice to have. That's for certain. Want to make sure it don't run out of hydrogen. because if worse comes to worse, I can always chuck a hydrogen engine on there to recharge batteries and stuff. So but it's looking like that might be a little bit. Oh no, it's not. It's right there, I think. I might be just below the surface. Here's hoping. Okay, we'll stop there and we'll send out our. Oh, we got grinders on. So let's swap out those for drills. Get back in our seat. Oh, we need to redo the hot bar. Did that do all the drills? Yes. And we put the drills back on. Block tools. So swapped it out earlier on. 5. And we cycle through to our drill screen. Or monitor, camera, whatever. We'll just plunge right in. So we'll pick up the stone as well, because why not? I mean, we are adding a fair bit of mass and reducing our jump range, but that's all resources we can use. And it looks like the ice wasn't that deep down, unless, like, I'm wrong, which is always possible. Am I picking up ice? That's the interesting question. Yes, I'm picking up a lot of ice. That's good news. That's also going to keep the O2 tanks full. Not that that's a significant problem. Those rotary airlocks are amazing things. They work so good at making sure the atmosphere stays inside, because I always am a little bit impatient when it comes to waiting for doors to open and close. Take a good amount of ice here. And I'm going to grab some of that platinum as well. Oh, and that was the other thing I wanted to check, was how is what's going on with the production? Why is it not making stuff? Because I don't have nickel. Yeah, if I have a look at my assemblers, so I did pick up some nickel. I picked it up from the base. Yeah, we've got nickel. And iron. We should have that as well. So we've got iron. Oh, we've got not a huge amount of iron, so let's have a look at the refinery. We'll swap that out for stone, chuck the stone in there, and chuck the scrap in there as well. That should get everything going. Get that thruster built. Grab some of that platinum straight after this, and then we should be right to jump. So it's not an enormous amount of ice, but it's better than no ice. Now let's see if we can find that platinum. That looks like it there. Not a huge amount there, but some is better than none. Try and stay on top of making sure I don't run out of fuel and whatnot. Because in the early days on this server, it was really stressful. Like, comparative to what it could have been if I had been a little more diligent with maintaining, or, you know, the supplies of my ship. Like we picked up all of that bit there, so I think we're good to go. Go for the outside view to make sure I'm not gonna like smash into anything. And we're going to point ourselves in the general direction of Earth. Shift over to our second toolbar. Still recharging. Oh, I turned them off for some reason. That's not ideal. Could pick up more ice, but I accidentally pressed the button to turn off the jump drives and stop them from charging. That was a bit silly. Check out this next rock. You never know, they might have uranium or some other exotic metal. Now, we're not heading straight for it. So what I'm going to try and do, I need to turn the build and repair back on. Oh, that was a weird lag spike. Something else I should probably do is turn the shields off, because they are going to be using a lot of power that I don't need to expend. I need to set up the tactical toolbar, I suppose you could call it, but I will do that when I'm next in the seat, I think. Well, later anyway. So stick that one on. Make up a bunch of parts. That'll do. Turn that off. Then I can grind down those inside ones and swap them out. I should assign that to a button on the seat here as well, or set up a console somewhere so I can just walk up, press the button, turn build and repair back on. That might be a smart thing to do. That way, there it goes, welding up stuff like a good little worker bot. That other one's still not done, strangely. It needs the tier 3 thruster components. What does that need? A lot of iron. But I've got everything else, so cobalt, mountains, so on and so forth. We will get there eventually. We're going to be charged by the time we get to the rock. Give it a bit more beans. Don't need to go super fast. Ooh, we got an NPC not too far away. So I don't think we'll be able to hang around here too much longer. Can't see him yet, but they are probably, that usually is an indication that they are not too far away. Oh, we got a Reaver. So instead of piss farting around, waiting for the Reaver to kill us, we are going to jump out. And yeah, our range is significantly less, because we picked up a lot of ice, stone and platinum. So yeah, wait for those. So let's head over to this rock here. Now I'll drop my speed down to 0 when I jump, because if you jump and you are heading straight to a rock, you are going to not end well. Unless you can stop pretty damn fast, which is something I cannot do. I think I might stick 2 more thrusters on the top there. Like, I'll cut out those armor blocks and just chuck thrusters down on top of where those armor blocks are at the back there. I think that'd look alright. So those thrusters above and below the hydrogen ones there. Which those hydrogen ones will get an upgrade eventually too. I put them on a shape like that because I wanted to try and make it a little less generic and straight looking. I think that came out looking pretty cool like that. But yeah, sticking 2 more on top there I think would, well, so I'd have 8 thrusters going forwards, or pushing me forwards. It'd look a lot better. Well, be a lot more effective. I mean, at the moment it's pretty slow and heavy. Definitely need more sideways and down thrusters, well, all other directions. One's not enough, but at the same time I want to try and keep the ship fairly well balanced whilst I'm doing all this stuff, because yeah, it's starting to get a bit heavy trying to turn as the batteries are really getting hammered. Start slowing down. That looks like a bunch of ore deposits there. Don't know what it is. But I will pick it up. But yeah, just gradually picking up little bits and pieces as we go. Uranium. Upgrading that other refinery I think would be very beneficial. Try to get it a little bit more square on. Getting closer. And in we go. And jump drives are fully charged. I Actually, no, they're not. They're 50%. Looking at the wrong thing. Take a deep cut of this. And back out. Don't want to go out too fast and smash off my drills like I did that other time. So that's just irritating. Yeah, it definitely looks like I could do with more power. It looks like a second large reactor wouldn't go astray. With that being said, I was talking about my shields. Put those down. And we have got buckets more power now. Something else I'm going to check right. Bloody cats. Is where all my uranium is. Because I have a feeling it is not in the reactor. It is in the assembler. Not that it matters a huge amount, but it is a little concerning. See, I've only got like a day's worth of power in it. Alright, there we go. Now we got 2 days of power. But that's just because the jump drives are still charging. I think Blue Meanies is an admin. I don't know why I decided to neaten that up. He's still looking to see who owns that yellow ship. That was interesting. I don't know what, yeah, it's like I just felt I needed to tidy that up a little bit for some odd reason. It's not super necessary. I'm just waiting for drives to charge, really. And there they go. 07F back up. Point in the direction I want to go. That was not the way to do it. It's not that way. Earth. Getting heavy. Could really use those extra thrusters. Cobalt is needed for that, I think. Anyway, let's jump. See what's nearby. Probably this one here. 16,000 Ks to go. Once the hydrogen tank's full, I might start using that a bit more, because this is really slow. Let's have a look. Nice. See where we're at. No, chewing through it. Have a look in the refineries. Processing gold, stone, magnesium. We process the stone faster, as we will. Like, we've got a lot of stone, and I kind of want to keep it at the moment. Just get it knocked out, and yeah, get the iron out of the stone. Didn't want that. I wanted this over here. Bump that up to the front of the list as well. It'll just make the ship lighter. And yeah, give us a much bigger jump range. Oh, that is. Is there any more of it? Yeah, there's more of it floating about. But yeah, the faster we get that processed, and the better off we're going to be. That's for sure. So yeah, it's not a hell of a lot really to say about it. It is what it is. Just cruising through from rock to rock on the way to Earth. Damn, how amazing does that skybox look compared to the vanilla one? Yeah, it looks amazing. It looks like incredible. Let's go a little off course from the rock. Bump the speed up a lot. Go about 100. So there's no space police gonna come and kick our teeth in for speeding. But I do want to make sure that I am able to pull up when I want to. So if you are watching, what are you up to aside from watching this video? 'Cause what I do a lot of the time when I'm watching a YouTube video is I'll be playing Space Engineers or something similar. Spend a lot of time listening to creepypastas and stuff like that. I found very entertaining. I'm a big fan of Dr. Creepin and Lighthouse Horror, a bunch of others. Yeah, they're very good at storytellers. Or like narrators. Greatly appreciate their work. If you do have any stories that you would like me to read in the process in my own sort of twisted way, please send them through. Could be fun. I can't really play music anymore ever since my ex broke my finger on my right hand. I've not been able to play bass very well since then. Which is pretty unfortunate. Although my kids have taken it up, like taken up playing music, which is, you know, something at least. At least the instruments that I do have, like they had with them at school at the time that the house got stolen. Like I lost most of them, a couple of $1 million worth of music gear, which really annoyed me. But yeah, if anybody sees my ex-wife and wants to go and tell her what they think of her, feel free to. Anyway, yeah, like pretty much if I want to write music now, it's MIDI or nothing, which is a bit depressing because I do miss playing, and I also miss playing live quite significantly, but I figured, well, since I can't really lift heavy things anymore, and I can't like walk too good anymore, I can still walk. Not crippled enough to get given special parking spots, which is frustrating. Not that I really want to drive anywhere these days anyway, the world's gone mad. But yeah, I thought it'd be interesting to give voice acting a go. I can speak very clearly if I want to. it's just I tend to revert a lot to colloquialisms just because everything I'm telling you is off the top of my head. Whatever runs through my mind at any given time. The way I like to tell stories is, like, I'll listen to a story or read a story. Hiding pirate station and they're broadcasting. Irony much? Is, yeah, I will read a story and know it well enough to be able to recite it back to you without actually having to read it. I don't know if I can still do that though, because it's been a long time since I have actually sat down and read anything per se, but of the books that I have read, I could probably tell the story quite well, I think. Probably miss out a lot of parts, but it would be the story being told as I remember reading it. Oh, there we go, we got something here. That looks like that could be uranium. But that being said, the thing I like about, well, one of the other things I like about this game is you sort of create the story on the go. It's silicon, doesn't matter, still grab it. 2, 5. Switch cameras. Jewels are already out. Just move in slowly so we don't friggin' nuke ourselves. There we go. Line it up. And drill it out. Oh, we got nickel there as well. I think I might grab that too. Silicon looks very different. Looks a lot more like uranium in this particular mod pack. We got a threat nearby, it says. So hopefully those drives will be charged up soon. Yes, they will be charged up soon. I mean, we're probably going to pick up a bunch of stone with this as well. So we don't need to race after the nickel, but it's more efficient to carry. You just take one run at that. We will need more, like quite a bit more nickel than we will silicon, that's for sure. So let's see if we can maneuver around to the nickel. Also put us in more of a straight shot to Earth. Nope. Sounds like we are under attack. Let's put our shields up. Shield controller up. And let's boot it out of here. That didn't pop up on the radar. Although I haven't installed a radar, so build repair seems to be doing its job. But yeah, we must have had drones sent after us. Port drills in. And we're ready to jump. Let's go. Yes. Oh, hang on. Get it lined up better. Then we'll go. Yep. Need more guns, I think. And what is around me? Grab a look at that one. 13,000 Ks to go. We are tearing it up. We've probably used up a lot of that ice. Let's have a look. Yep, we are out of ice again. 66% in our hydro tanks. Nice. I think I'm just going to chuck a couple more standard ion thrusters on the back there. Whoa. This is irritating. Although, well, yeah, I mean, we still need ion thruster components anyway for the other ones, so actually I might not do that yet. And also we are approaching that pretty quick, probably want to pay attention. So I do not want to smash into stuff. We're not approaching it super quick, but it does take us a long time to slow down at the moment. I mean, if it was an emergency, you just chuck the hydrogens on, but I want to try and avoid emergencies. G. Shield controller over here. Shields up or down. There we go. Set on the group. There we go, 6, the shields are down. Got more power. And that's in the third control thing there. So this means that I need to turn build and repair back on, which I'm also going to stick in number 3G, build and repair. Toggle block on. Start slowing down. And we'll scope this asteroid out. Like something over there. I saw something like it might have been colourful. Colours are good. We can do with some blue rocks. Or specifically cobalt. Got magnesium on board at the moment. Other blue rocks which would be handy is ice. Process a whole bunch more of that, get those tanks nice and full. Not picking up anything. Maybe I was. Oh, I got silicon. Don't really need that. Oh, and there's some iron ore there. I think that's what I saw before. Don't really need to chase that at the moment. What we could do with is gold, most likely, although I did grab like quite a bit of it. But yeah, cobalt I think is the thing slowing us down at the moment. There's something in there that looked like it might have been an ore or something, but could be wrong. How are we going with the jump drives? Halfway. There's something else down there. That's probably silicon again. Let's chuck the hydrogen engines on. Whoa, connection problem. That's not good. I think the server's restarting. Looks like it. How far into this stream am I? Oh, check it out, an hour and 20 minutes. So what I think I might do is, rather than save you guys watching a loading screen again for ages, is I'm going to stop streaming here and start up a new one. So I shall see you guys shortly.